What? She served 21 months in jail. For doing what? Apparently ripping people, victims, aka investors, off of to the tune $1.3 million in an opportunity back in before 2000 that was promising people 300% ROI. Hyperverse's chief compliance officer, she called herself Hope Hill, but her real name is Renee Jull. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name right. But anyways, all of that coming up in just a moment. Crazy world though. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about Hyperverse's chief compliance officer, a lady that called herself Hope Hill. Apparently she got herself into trouble back around 2000 and before that by promoting a Ponzi scheme. And get this, it was offering people, or promising people, returns of 300% ROI. And I'm thinking that she didn't learn her lesson. Anyways, before we get into that, there are tons of scams out there, and if you guys are tired of getting ripped off and facing exit scam, there's a powerful opportunity underneath this video. First link in the description box below this video on YouTube. It's a course and training platform created by experts in the field, people who have the results that most of you are looking for. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's 100% training platform for crypto. A lot of people have been asking me for this, so get access to it. First link underneath this video in the description box below. Also, some of you guys are promoting stuff without traffic to your links. Affordable traffic to your links, your earning potential is dead in the water. Get access to traffic, paid traffic, affordable traffic. Second link underneath this video. I will also include a link to this blog post for those of you who want to get more information and to do more due diligence and research. There are some people still promoting the Hyperverse, and I reviewed the Hyperverse back in January. I did not recommend it because too many red flags. And even so, a lot of people, I'm thinking affiliates, disagreed with my review and told me stuff like, hey, it's legitimate according to them, and I don't know what I'm talking about. And they said it's legitimate because why? Because it was paying out. Okay, it was paying out when most of them, were getting mad at me with my reviews, okay? But here's the thing, guys. With Hyperverse, the great majority of people, especially passive investors, the bulk of them, haven't been paid since they transitioned from the Hyperfund name into the Hyperverse, okay? And now what do? They launched into two other different names. We'll get into that in just a moment, okay? But most of the people that kept telling me I didn't know what I was talking about, they kept going on. They'd come to my channel and they'd say stuff like, it's Hyperverse, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not an investment. It is something else. It is a membership, rewards, and they kept using the words club. And members in this club would get rewards. It's not an investment opportunity, they would say. And where did they get at that information? Well, from this lady here. She was teaching that, right? But it turns out that it doesn't matter what you call it, guys. In the eyes of the securities regulator, if it's not registered with them, it's not legal. And nobody was joining the Hyperverse or Hyperfund to get like membership points. People were getting in because they were promising 300% returns. That's the only reason, okay? But anyways, red flags that you should pay attention to is when people use fake names. Okay, so it turns out her name is not Hope Hill, lady that we're talking about today. Her name is Renee. I was actually pronouncing it Ronnie, but then I watched one of her videos today, and she's pronouncing her name Renee. Maybe her last name is probably not pronounced Jill. Maybe it's Hull or something like that. But anyways, her real name is Renee, Jull. You guys can go look that up. And I'm guessing. I'm not going to go through all of this information. I highly recommend that you go underneath this video, click the more button, and click through to the blog and get all of the information, especially this article here, okay? You're going to get access to this article where it goes into her details about what happened, how long she was sentenced for, how much time she served, etc., right? And how much she still owes. Okay, I believe it's more than this number here right now. Okay, but basically, in a nutshell, I'll make a long story short. Hope Hill got convicted back on November 27. Okay, Hope Ronnie Jull got convicted November 27, 2000 for a 30-month term to serve. And she was also ordered to pay pretty well $1.3 million back to her victims. Okay. On January 12, 2001, she began her 30-month sentence. By October 25th, 2002, she's released early. I guess good behavior. That's the only reason people usually get out, right? Released early on probation, and total time served 21 months. So I got the words probation here that you guys can go and look in detail and see that all of the stuff that I'm telling you is 100% true, okay? Why she was calling herself Hope Hill? I'm guessing because of the probation order, okay? Also, her wages at any job after that point were garnished, okay, because they ordered her. I mean, she was liable to $1.3 million to pay back to her investor victims who got scammed because they bought into the idea of 300% ROI, okay. But another thing that stood out to me, okay, I live in Canada. One of my viewers on YouTube claimed that Renee was working in a healthcare nursing home, and she left her job in an Idaho nursing home around March of 2021. But in Canada, so this is I'm kind of confused here, because I know in Canada here, for these type of jobs in the healthcare industry, they usually do criminal background checks. But this is the place we're talking about here is the U.S. for Renee's story. I'm uncertain, but I would think that even in the U.S., to get a job like that, healthcare, that you would need to do some form of criminal background check. Maybe there was some kind of loophole that got her through. I don't know. Okay, that information, I don't have any concrete evidence. Just some info from one of my viewers saying she was working in a nursing home around and left that job around March 2021. And it's kind of funny, right? Because that's around the same time she started working for these two Ponzi bosses, the owners of the Hyperverse, Ryan Zhu and Sam Lee. Okay. And that got even worse. These two guys are hiding out in Dubai because they owe creditors in Australia $21 million. Just all of their affiliates kept saying, oh, they're billionaires. If you're a billionaire, 21 million is nothing. It's like peanuts, right? They would have paid it off and they would have stayed in the land down under. But apparently, I'm guessing they're not billionaires. Okay, and that is why they're hiding out in scam-friendly region of Dubai. Okay, but even so that they're in hiding, they somehow, and I got two more reviews here, Hypernation and Hyper1, they somehow started two more Ponzi schemes. So Hyperverse has collapsed, and Hypernation and Hyper1, with a load of BS, right? They're all pretending none of these things are, intertwined with the Hyperverse, and that these two have split up. I don't think any of that's true. I think these guys are behind the Hypernation and the Hyper1. Okay. Now, lastly, Renee, Hope Hill, Renee Jill, has been reported leaving the Hyperverse for another Ponzi scheme on May 1st, 2022. 2022. And this is crazy, okay? Because based on all of the information that I read here, she still owes over $1 million. Close to 1.3 million, right, in total, to her victims that's still getting garnished. Now, this is my speculation, right? But you never know what goes on in people's minds. But is she trying to recoup funds, by getting more people scammed in Ponzi schemes like the Hyperverse Hyperfund, Hypernation, Hyper1, etc.? Because now she's reported to be in another deal. I'll make a review on that. I'm not going to say the name right now. But she did a marketing video on another scheme that's going to scam out and rip off more investors. But is she trying to do all of this to come up with a way to pay her older people that she scammed, meaning from back before 2000? Since she's being ordered by the Department of Justice in the US to pay $1.3 million in total back to the victims. So she's trying to recoup. I'm thinking she's trying to get the funds from scamming new investors in new deals to pay her older victims. Anyways, only God knows what goes on in people's minds. Okay, especially these Ponzi scheme admin type of folk. Anyways, if I get some more information on this story, I will be sure to share. This pretty well concludes my update here about Ron Angel, Hope Hill, Chief Compliance Officer of the Hyperverse and Hypertech group of companies. Okay. Lastly, if you guys are tired and fed up of exit scam and of getting involved in these Ponzi's, if you're looking for a legitimate way, training that can teach you how to create your own income, right? The people who make money with crypto are people who have learned the skills that you need to learn. You can't just click a button. I mean, most people, they just want to find some opportunity, click a button because they're so busy, and see Bitcoin spitting out of your computer. It's just not going to happen. The only people that make money besides Ponzi scheme bosses are affiliates that go out there and recruit people into the deal, and they get referral commissions, and they can also get passive payments while the recruitment is going. But once recruitment dries up, what happens? It exit scams, and the great majority of people who are calling themselves investors end up losing way more than they ever gain. So if that's you right now and you're tired of it, and you're looking for something legit that puts you in full control, and you can learn all about that and see that what I'm saying is true, right? Get access to a powerful system that can teach you how to earn with crypto 100% legitimately, okay? Lastly, I know I said lastly, but lastly, some of you guys might say, hey, we watch your videos and we're not going to buy into anything that you, Rory Singh, are serving up. If you have an awful mindset like that, and if you have not been seeing the type of results that you want Maybe it's because of having a mindset like that, right? I've had people, haters, a big guy, well, not a big guy, I mean, well, actually, he is a large fellow, but he has a big channel, bigger than mine, anyways, and he pumps people into all kinds of Ponzi's, and they get ripped off, but he just keeps serving them up content, keeps ripping them off to make his referral commissions. But he himself, crypto so and so, has come to my channel several times, and he's given me constructive criticism. And I didn't say, oh, I'm not going to listen to this guy because he told me something I didn't like. No, with my mindset, I'm like, he made some sense. And I made some adjustments to my channel over the years because he keeps coming back. He says he hates my content, but he keeps coming back. And every time I click publish, he's one of the very first guys to watch my videos. But I'm not going to say, oh, I don't like that guy because I don't like what he told me. I'm like, it makes sense what he said. And I've made adjustments on my YouTube channel and on my blog. And it has made a lot of difference for me. So that's my mindset. Just a little bit of, thought, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. So powerful system that's legit, that can teach you how to earn with crypto. Underneath this video, just click the more button in the description box below. Also, some of you guys are looking for traffic, affordable traffic, to your links. Second link underneath this video. Anyways, guys, this concludes my video about the Hyperverse's Chief Compliance Officer. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.